Good morning, Central Arizona, and welcome to your Monday, December 1st edition of Central Arizona News. Brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door, serving happy, satisfied customers here for over 30 years. And by Plant Fair Nursery on Highway 260 in Star Valley. That's where they specialize in the best quality, best variety, and best advice. For Tonto-TV.com and KRIM Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. We begin this Monday with new details from the Gila County Sheriff's Office about a significant drug bust right at the edge of Payson, a stop that deputies say could have prevented dangerous narcotics and precursor chemicals from making their way deeper into our communities. According to investigators, a Highway Patrol state trooper pulled over a BMW sedan on State Route 87 as it entered Payson for what began as a simple equipment violation. But during that routine contact, the trooper noticed what he called indicators of criminal activity. When consent to search the vehicle was denied, a Gila County Sheriff's deputy and his canine partner were called to the scene. Officials say the dog immediately alerted to the vehicle, giving officers probable cause for a search. What they found inside was far from routine. Deputies recovered roughly 1 ounce of methamphetamine, packaging consistent with sales, precursor chemicals, and 2 bottles of unidentified liquid. The Arizona Department of Public Safety's Hazmat Response Unit was brought to test the substance, and the results were startling. According to DPS, the bottles contained 6 pounds of liquid dimethyltryptamine, better known as DMT, a powerful hallucinogen, and a Schedule I controlled substance. The Gila County Sheriff's Office says occupants of the BMW were arrested and booked on multiple felony drug charges. In a statement, the Sheriff's Office added a reminder to the community saying, quote, "Let's leave Breaking Bad on TV and out of Arizona." In other news, the U.S. Forest Service has taken a major step forward in the long-running and often contentious effort to manage the Heber Wild Horse Territory. The public objection period officially closed last week, the final required step before federal officials issue a record of decision early next year. According to the Forest Service, once objections are reviewed and a written response is issued, there is no further administrative appeal. That means the agency's upcoming decision, expected in February of 2026, will be final under USDA rules, with implementation scheduled to begin in March. While wild horse advocates say the plan could dramatically reduce the last free-roaming herd on public lands, law enforcement agencies who patrol these remote areas have long warned about safety and resource challenges tied to unmanaged populations. Sheriff's deputies and Forest Service law enforcement officers in the region regularly respond to vehicle collisions involving wild horses, rangeland damage, and conflicts between visitors and large bands of animals along narrow forest roads. Supporters of the plan argue that structured management will help protect both the herd and the public, allowing first responders and patrol units to operate more safely in heavily visited stretches of the Apache Sitgraves National Forest. The Forest Service has posted the full list of objections on its online Project Reading Room. A final decision remains on track for early 2026. And finally, as we head into the heart of the holiday season, one of Gila County's most beloved traditions is gearing up to bring joy, connection, and unforgettable memories to local kids. Shop with a Hero 2025 is officially underway, a program that pairs children with the men and women who protect and serve our communities every day. Each year, local law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMS personnel, and dispatchers volunteer their time to give selected children a magical day, starting with breakfast alongside real-life heroes, followed by a special ride in an emergency vehicle, from patrol cars to fire engines to even rescue helicopters. But the highlight for many is what comes next. Each child is given $150 to shop for holiday gifts for themselves and their families, with their assigned hero right there beside them. And after checkout, Santa's helpers, sometimes the heroes themselves, wrap every present so the kids can take home a bundle of surprise and excitement. The program's mission is simple but powerful: build stronger, safer communities through trust, engagement, and joy. Applications for this year's event can be picked up at the Gila County Sheriff's Office locations in Payson and Globe, with the deadline coming up in early December. For many families, Shop with a Hero is more than a shopping trip. It's a moment of hope, a memory that lasts, and a reminder of the good that happens when a community comes together. Tonto-TV will continue to celebrate these moments that make Rim Country shine. Well, coming up, Central Arizona eases into December with calm skies and comfortable temperatures, but a weak midweek system could bring just enough change to keep things interesting. We'll break down what it means for Rim Country and when the next warm-up arrives right after this. Fall is for planting, and right now is the best time to give your garden a head start for spring. At Plant Fair Nursery on Highway 260 in Star Valley, they've got everything you need. Evergreens, great fall color in other trees, flower bulbs, fall annuals, and even cool weather veggies. With all of these, when you plant in fall, roots grow strong all winter long. So by spring, you'll see nearly a full year's worth of growth advantage. Make this your season to grow. Stop by Plant Fair Nursery in Star Valley and plant the future today. Plant Fair Nursery, where every season starts with fall.
I'm Garrett Goldman, and this year my wife and I decided to remodel our home. The home was built as a period-specific home modeled after an 1800s farmhouse and had single-pane windows which were very inefficient. When we started the planning process, we interviewed several window companies to retrofit the existing windows in our house, and we chose Lowry's Window and Door as our contractor. The reason we picked Lowry's is their customer service. The owner of the company, Bobby Lowry, came out to our house multiple times to identify a window that would fit within the existing windows, and then also a method that would allow us to keep all of the existing woodwork in the house and not have to redo any of it. Looking at all of the options for windows, we chose Pella double pane windows for our house because of their look and also their ability to be retrofitted into the existing window frames. Since completion of the project, we absolutely love our new dual pane Pella windows. I would recommend Lowry's for anybody looking to retrofit your existing windows or a new build because of their experience, craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
Oh, welcome back. Taking a look now at Central Arizona weather, it's a quiet and comfortable start to the week across central and eastern Arizona, with no major storm systems targeting our region through at least early next week. A weak disturbance is sliding through the Four Corners region this morning, sending some high clouds over central Arizona and kicking up breezy winds along the lower Colorado River Valley. Here in Rim Country, it won't bring much more than a slight dip in temperatures, just a couple of degrees cooler than yesterday. Northern and central Arizona continue to feel the effects of an exceptionally wet fall, one of the wettest on record for many communities. New data from the National Weather Service shows Payson picked up 11.26 inches of rain this fall, making it the second wettest on record. Baghdad also logged its second wettest fall with nearly 10 inches, while Sedona, Winslow, and Clarkdale all ranked in their top 3 wettest seasons. Even traditionally drier spots like Show Low and Prescott landed in the top 10. Important to note that all of this deep soil moisture will play a major role in how winter storms behave moving forward, and it's something we'll be watching closely as the next weather system approaches. Well, by tonight and into Tuesday, we settle under dry northwesterly flows, keeping skies mostly clear with light winds and afternoon highs right around seasonal norms. Now, this midweek system that comes through will be light and limited. Another weak Pacific trough approaches on Wednesday into early Thursday, but both the Phoenix and Flagstaff forecast offices of the National Weather Service say models continue trending drier and farther north for this one. Rain chances stay very low, even in the eastern half of the valley and western Gila County. High terrain areas from around Payson eastward may see a few light showers or flurries, especially above 6,500 feet, but amounts look to be very minimal, generally less than 1/10 of an inch and under an inch of snow in the high country. Bottom line, most communities will stay dry. Well, late week and into the weekend, things will be turning warmer. Behind that system, highs across the lower deserts fall into the mid to upper 60s Thursday and Friday, a bit cooler than average, but nothing unusual for early December. Then, a broad ridge of high pressure builds in from the Pacific, bringing back plenty of sunshine, dry conditions, and a gradual warm-up heading into next week, likely back above normal. Overall, it's a calm, dry, and mild December pattern with only a glancing chance of some light midweek precip for the higher terrain areas east of Payson. Well, across central Arizona today, more sunshine, but a bit cooler conditions today, with highs ranging from the mid-50s to mid-60s and overnight lows from the mid-20s to mid-30s. In Payson today, you can expect a high right at 55 degrees, dipping to 28 overnight. Prescott expecting a high of 53 and a low of 26. Sedona is forecast for a high of 57, dropping to 34 after sunset. And Globe is forecast for a high of 61 this afternoon, then down to 36 tonight. Here in Tonto Basin, the high is forecast to only reach 65 degrees today, with a forecast low tonight of 35. Sunrise this morning was at 7:12. It will set this evening at 5:15. And that's your Central Arizona news for this Monday, brought to you by Lowry's Window and Door and by Plant Fair Nursery. For Tonto-TV.com and K-Rim Radio, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great day. Are you ready to elevate your business to new heights? Advertise with Tonto-TV, the premier online news source for Central Arizona. In today's fast-paced digital world, everyone has a smartphone in their pocket. Over 85% of Americans access news online daily. This means your potential customers are just a click away from discovering your brand. Unlike traditional newspapers, radio, or broadcast TV, Tonto-TV offers a dynamic platform where your ads can reach a highly engaged audience in real time. With our unbiased reporting, we focus solely on delivering the news without political agendas, ensuring your message resonates with viewers who trust us for accurate information. Statistics show that online news consumption has skyrocketed, with 70% of people preferring digital sources over print. By advertising on Tonto-TV, you tap into this growing audience, positioning your business as a trusted source in the community. Don't miss out on this opportunity to connect with thousands of local consumers who are eager to support businesses like yours. Join us at Tonto-TV and watch your brand thrive right here in the heart of Arizona.